Hi everybody, welcome to the first installment of my tactical series. I was not originally planning on starting this series for a couple more weeks yet. I was going to wait and finish my boss mode walkthroughs, but with the implementation of the Yasmin Epic, my hand was sort of forced here. So the goal for the first part of this series here, I have a little 5-part mini series going through runes versus epics. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I wanted to finish some of my other projects first. So this first episode here is really just going to be a benchmark run. So what we're doing is we're taking our My Undead team, which is runed up right now. We have a hero power of 28,454. And we're just testing this on just a basic boss mode dungeon right now. So I didn't go through too much in terms of picking a team. What I wanted to do is I wanted to pick a dungeon that I knew that the undead would walk through pretty easily. So I went back to my other videos, looked for some that I did just auto runs on, and that's really what we're going to do here. So there's not much to see here, so I'm actually going to fast forward through this. The overall thing that you need to take away from this is that I'm using the heavily runed out undead team, and I'm just running through this entire dungeon on auto attack up until we get to the boss. So this is going to serve as sort of our, like I said, kind of our baseline for measuring success or failure. So what I ultimately wanted to do with this video was to basically compare what's more important for you as an end gamer. Is it more important to try and level up those epics as fast as possible, or should you do something more so along the lines of trying to get through boss mode so you can get some totems and start building some better runes? So stick around for all of the parts and then you'll get a final conclusion. So the one consistent thing that I'm going to do with all of these runs is I'm going to approach the boss fights pretty much the same. With my undead fight, I'm going to use Mark for Death, and then for each of the runs that I do, I'm also going to be using Kozar as well. I want to keep the attacks similar so that you can use that as a basis for comparison. So the reason I use Kozar is because he's got elemental advantage, plus he's going to lower their defenses. Ultimately, the goal is to get through these guys and hopefully not take too much damage. Now, with the undead team, I really didn't expect to take much damage. It was just a coincidence that they didn't kill him after the first 2 guys, which I was a little bit shocked at, but, I'd been through it enough times where I felt like they were probably going to survive. So the little echo here, I was just doing a quick check to make sure he wasn't darkness immune. Basically opened up for a heavier attack from Brahm, and then that opens up for York for the kill shot. So all things considered, there's nothing overly challenging about this dungeon. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap to a different team then. Stay tuned for the next installment where I go through switching up the team for an alternate team. Thanks.